Well, staying with that story, we also spoke to Sino-African expert Rudolf du Plessis in our Johannesburg studios earlier. He is from the South African Institute of International Affairs. Now, we asked him about the significance of this visit by the Chinese Foreign Minister and whether we can expect anything concrete to come out of the tour. Here's what he had to say.
Well, the Foreign Minister's yearly visit is a long-established tradition that harks back to the late 70s. Where the Foreign Minister visits a group of African countries each year to display the importance of Africa in China's foreign policy. Now, I think this year is quite special in the sense that partly due to China's own economic restructuring, there's been a significant drop in commodity prices in Africa. Now, I think what we'll see is China will probably look for new ways to reaffirm its commitment through supporting African industrialization and regional integration efforts. I think this is quite evident, especially in East Africa and the rail sector. And also you can see there's a stronger push towards talking about things like industrialization and local beneficiation of agriculture and minerals.
Well, indeed, this tour is meant to reaffirm China's support for Africa following the FOCAC summit back in 2015. We also asked Rudolf du Plessis whether we'll see that ambitious development begin to bear fruit in 2017 and which countries will likely benefit first.
I think if we just look at the commitments that have been handed out during for the Foreign Minister's visit thus far, I think we can see a lot of attention being paid to the revitalization of the Tesoro Railway, which connects Zambia to the Indian Ocean through Tanzania, and the development of an economic corridor to create economic opportunities for people living in that region. Now, I think it's also important that that we note that China has been supporting beneficiation and industrialization efforts in Africa. So I think East Africa is probably quite a good candidate for that. But the question will remain if China can really win the hearts and minds of Africans in the course of the commodity prices not really rebounding to the same levels that it was during the commodities boom prior to 2015. So I think what's quite important is just that we see new forms of engagement being created in Africa outside of the extractive sector.